Aries, good morning. How you doing, guys? So what we are going to do is this deck, as I have done with all of the rest that you've probably seen if you've been watching your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or the numerology of, say, like Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio people, sorry. The video that I put out that wasn't where I was telling you guys I'm just going to upload the video and you can use it as the player. I think someone commented. Yeah, I've decided not to do that because you can only upload one video at a time. When I use YouTube, I can just drag and drop like 5 readings all into YouTube and then wait for them to upload and then just copy and paste the link over into Patreon. When you do it on Patreon, you have to just drag one video. It takes ages to do, and I just didn't like the format. So we're just about the way we are before. Okay, I'm just going to stick with that. I think Patreon are trying to go down the same road as YouTube, basically, and trying to form their own domain, which means, like, if you look at it, I'll get on with your reading, Aries, but if you're coming from the Scorpio reading, Patreon now is trying to use their own domain, which means that YouTube have a huge fucking backing system where every time you upload a video, it stores it on their storing devices, on gigabytes, terabytes, God knows what else, right? Amount of videos that are uploaded. Patreon are trying to do the same thing, so you can not use YouTube and just use Patreon as like a YouTube platform, but that would be way in the future. Yeah, I think they're just trying to separate themselves maybe away from YouTube, but I still prefer YouTube. Let's see. But anyway, so any messages of Aries to be aware of, please? Any messages for Aries to be aware of in their environment or around their family or loved ones or anything like that for them to be aware of from the 6th this week, starting from the 6th for Aries? So you've got groupie Snoop Dogg. So Snoopy, yeah, but some of you could be in the limelight, or this person is in the limelight. Basically, I don't know, a tarot card reader, someone that's on the television or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. But that's normally that kind of energy there. Okay, so that would just be basically watching tarot card readings, is a groupie, or a fan of yours of such. Let's see. Aries. So you got bad reputation. Oh, some of these groupies are getting bad reputations. Prickly when wet. So, I don't know, it could be drawing a lot of negative attention towards this groupie. If you look at this groupie, okay, this person would be in the limelight, right? This is basically Snoop Dogg giving a Snapchat type sort of thing here. So if you guys are on the internet in any way, you're maybe, some of you could be getting a bad reputation by the amount of photographs that you're putting out, or you're just doing things online and it's drawing attraction in and people can't stand what you're doing. You know, even people like Snoop Dogg, they would not like a lot there. They would have something to say or do about what he does for a living here. Let's see. Aries, please, Aries. Don't forget you can watch this as a life path 4, an Aries or a Scorpio placement. Aries for them to be aware of. So to be aware of, if you are a person that is online, some people are giving you a bad reputation or you're getting a bad reputation by something here. Let's see. Aries this week. So you got wolf in sheep's clothing. Be careful of clients and people around you. And then you got travel coming up for you guys that you might be considering getting away. Let's see. Aries. Anything that you want Aries to be aware of this week, please? Stop. So you've got here again, maybe a third Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. But you got love triangle, third party, multiple lovers and choice. So, like I said, it might be someone that's had loads of options and loads of choices, and they've slept around quite a lot. Okay, and it's giving the person a very bad reputation. Or it's just someone that sees you of having a bad reputation because you're with someone already, and you've got haters and people that don't like it that someone's in a relationship here. Okay. Sorry, I keep moving these cards. I've got like compulsive, whatever they call that, where everything has to be lined up right. Let's have a look. It's driving me crazy even now. This has got to be kind of like, let's see, groupie. What is this groupie for around Aries? Why does Aries have this groupie? Tell me more about this groupie. Wow, okay. I was going to say it's kind of coming up as the same vibe as someone that has a life path 5, a Taurus or a Sagittarian placement. Okay, now, the reason I say that is because I've just done Taurus reading, and it was a lot. You'll have to watch that one because it was a lot to do with around the public eye. It was a lot to do with around people that don't like what people do spiritually and so on and so forth. People that are complaining that the fact that some people have more than others, and it was competitive behavior. Now, it might just be generally around your work, okay, around where people compete, where you're working. In your environment of work, people are competing against you to make you feel that you don't fit in there, okay? But that could well be around a person that is like life path 5, Taurus or Sagittarian. It can also be around family, because a lot of theirs was someone hating upon another for being in a relationship, but it was a lot to do with families, mothers and fathers, or exes or stuff like that, okay? Don't like it, the fact that you're with someone else. Can be an ex-husband or a wife, okay? What's the 5 of Pentacles? 9 of Wands. You've got someone that's very, very, very narcissistic and controlling around you here. Okay, or the name Andrea or Ansfield or Mansfield or Charlie Manson or Marilyn Manson. I don't know. Marilyn, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian Jason, Justin Jackie, Jasmine Jack. I don't know. That's a very confused fan. Whichever way around that is. It reminds me a little bit of, I don't know if you guys have watched what I'm watching at the moment. It's an old film. It's got Kevin Bacon in it, and it's called Follower, The Followers, okay, and it was about a cult, and they had loads of followers, okay, and it might be one of your followers here that doesn't like what you do here. They're trying to control what someone says or what they do, or doesn't like what they do. Because that's a groupie. Like, that's someone that's in the limelight, okay? So it can be this person that's in the limelight that's very controlling or narcissistic. Or it can be a follower of someone that is in the limelight, okay? And they don't like what this person does for a living, okay? That they get attention, maybe, okay? Taurus, Sagittarius, Life Path 9, Virgo placements. Sorry, I can see loads of stories again. I'm just staying out of it. Let's see. Bad reputation. Bad reputation. Bad reputation. What's bad reputation here for? Is a 5 again. Sagittarius, Taurus placements. These people could be very, very, very competitive when it comes to around tarot readings or spiritual stuff here. I don't know. Someone's just getting a bad rep by doing all of these things here. Steve, do not engage. Do not engage. Aries, do not engage in these kind of energies, or do not get engaged to this person. I don't know. But, you know me, I'm always thrive and honest, so I can probably give you the pattern and sequence of what this reading might mean. So, if you come from, okay, if you come from the placements of 5, which I just did, Taurus, I said Taurus, Sagittarians, placements, and I said it could have a lot to do with placements of a family that are like the Manson family, that are fucking lunatics, and I said that they now see me as a narcissist because of what was going on in the relationship, where I said it was the family involvement. There it is, right there. Because of me being in the public eye, the mother and the father can't fucking stand me, is a Taurus. Now, what is also the mother? A life path 4. So what does that put them in, this reading of Aries? Because of Scorpio, Aries, life path 4s. So, do you guys see the sequence of behaviour? Even though I'm having to talk about myself and tell you, do you see, you know, I have to explain my vision to get you to see, okay? So, the vision is, from the Taurus reading, the people that were Taurus themselves, okay, that had these placements that were family members that can't stand what goes on around someone else's relationship, which is also mine and Emily's, because they can't fucking stand the fact that we're working things out. I've had them on my channel, the other one. Okay, these people have all had something to say about my relationship. Okay, so go to the Taurus reading and you'll see the representation of the pattern of behaviour, where it's about removing in silence and ignoring these people. Okay, now bad reputation, because we are now doing Scorpio, okay, that person is also a life path 4 that is married to a Taurus, and they're full of this very negative, racist remarks. Okay, the tinfoil hat crew, they're storing potatoes in a bunker because of the raiding of fucking aliens and the COVID that never really took to the point where we all had to take shelter and eat in the basement and shit. Here, this is what these people are doing to themselves, the marriage, the commitment, the relationship that they're presently actually in with one another. They destroy one another here. They're always at odds, these people here. They're always fucking arguing in a marriage. Always. God knows how they cope. God knows how the fuck they cope. But here it is, right? It comes from the reading, okay? Because it probably comes from the energy of the life path. 4, okay? Conflict, drama, bad reputation. Okay, blaming and hating everybody for having things, for the family, blaming the family for being in a relationship with someone, okay? So whichever way it is, there's hatred and blame for people being in connections, for having their own lives, for having connections, for doing what they want, okay? People don't like it, okay? Can't stand that other people are happy, other people that have a life. Okay, compared to the people that may not have one. All they do is hate upon other people. Blame, hatred, negative energy, negative vibrations, destructive thought patterns, psychopath behaviour. Okay, acting very fucking weird and strange. Okay. Okay, wolf in sheep's clothing. Now, I'll also speak the truth. So the person that was called Mr. Wiggly, there was an Aries person, well, I don't know, but it was commented on in the Aries reading. And it may have been because the Aries decided to leave this person to go towards someone else, and it was to do with a husband or wife. My wife has left me after 20 years, and now I'm fucking hating you, Steve, because you're a fucking asshole, because you've just read out my story. And then they went around loads of other tarot readers, blaming the tarot readers because of what happened to his marriage. But my vibe was ended up good honour. Because if you can come across like that to all of these other readers and to these people, you're coming across as a very fucking narcissistic, controlling arsehole. And no wonder that she left. Okay? Might be a fish called wonder. Could be a fish or a Piscean or a life path 3. But no wonder that she left. Right, so this person could be an ex that fucking hates the fact that this person isn't paying them any attention anymore, that got divorced, hates the ex-wife or husband, okay, to a degree of narcissism and control and gaslighting, okay, can't stand the fact that they are now shining bright with a person that makes them happy. Here. Could even be in the family. Okay. The amount of hatred that comes from this person here is extreme amount of narcissism here. Okay. So, let's see. So you do not want to be in a relationship with this person here. You do not want to be in a relationship with this person. Okay. This is a reading about getting away from this Aries. Okay, now if you're, like I said, if you're an Aries and you're in a relationship and this is your ex, this is the vibration that your ex gives off. Okay, still blaming you, still hating you, still doesn't like what you do with your own life, can't stand it, can't stand it. Okay, I know an Aries and I'm very much friends with her and the Sagittarian that she's with. Okay, can't stand the fact that she moved on with her life with the Sagittarian. Okay. Pisces partner, ex-Pisces person here. Okay, all the family are against her because she left after 28 years of being married to the person from school. Can't stand it. Had 4 children together here. Finally left all of this behind. Moved on with her life. Got out when she could. It was a little bit late, but at least she got out. She got out of it. But now what happens? She deals with it on a daily basis. Why? Because her children have now given birth to children. So now the grandchildren are now being manipulated and used against her because he is not allowed to see the grandchildren. I need to get you alone so I can manipulate you into coming back to me, even though he is also moved on with someone else too. He wants everything. Until he dominates everyone and everything, he will never be happy because he's extremely narcissistic. Here. Global domination of women and men, you know, draws more people in to other dramatic triangles. It took this person fucking 28 years to get out of it. What did she say? The Aries. Good luck to her. Good luck to her, because you got it to come. You got it all to come here. Right, now I'm kind of also seeing this kind of behaviour coming towards what is also projected towards me. Also, being an Aries in my Jupiter, is what now is good luck to my daughter because you're with a narcissist. We hate him. Do you see? So do you see why people from the Taurus reading, why there was mixed energies, why a lot of it was moves in silence, moves away from the people that are dramatic, moves away from the people that are giving them bad reputations and kind of like blaming and hating people, and doing it in silence, basically coming up with, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just not having anything to do with you. If you're in conflict, remain in conflict. If you're like that, be like that. I don't care. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. You are not trusted in my cycle. Regardless of your own, you're not trusted in mine. So you stay over that side, and I'll stay away from you, and you stay away from me. This is also the husband and wife that sleep in separate rooms, that are married. So if you're married to this person, okay, you more than likely sleep in separate rooms here. Or if you live in this cycle, you more than likely are very, very, very cautious. Very cautious, okay? Stepping on light ground. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Scorpio. Life path 4, Aries, Scorpio. There you go. Okay. So, conflict, drama, wolf in sheep's clothing, staying away. Now, like I said, you could even be like me. You have a Scorpio rising, and you come up in, say, this reading, okay? But you conflict against people that are life path 4s. I have a lot of conflict with people that are life path 4. Okay. That I've had in my life and that I still do. Can't stand me. Fucking hate me. Why? Because I'm a Scorpio rising and they're a life path 4. Scorpio clashes with Scorpio. Okay. So you got very devious people around you that are not changing compared to people that may be. That are moving away in silence from the other reading. In silence, moving away from all of the drama. Planning on what? Escaping at some point. At some point, my plan is to get out. So what am I doing? Strategically moving in silence. Where did that reading come from? Taurus. That I've just done. Okay, Pucci. So, moving in silence. I'm moving away from, or planning from this environment here that is present. What my plan is to move away from it. Okay, so someone in this dynamic, whether it be a child, a daughter, a husband or a wife, or whichever way around it is, somebody is planning on moving. Okay, at some point. Now, it might also be getting away on a holiday. Okay, so next year, if you wish to follow my vlog, me and my present partner are planning on moving and buying a house. and you might like to see our journey doing so. Okay, that might wind these people up. Yeah, but again, you prod the lion, you know. But again, yeah, we're looking at like this really fucking nice house that that we want to get together here. So you might like it. Let's see, travel. Really big garden. Fucking hell, man. If I could get the one that was there now, but we can't go till after Christmas. But it's got like a really nice patio. It's got a garage, a workshop, 2 rooms, 3 bedrooms. It's only renting. But yeah, I can do all of my work from the workshop that they have there. Let's see. Travel. What's travel here for? Is 2. So it might be with a soulmate. But again, it's odds and evens around Libra energies, like planning on getting away here, I feel it is. Because this person, their environment that you're in here is doing nothing but triggering and reflecting blame back to you. You're just destroying one another here. It's kind of like a family that's dysfunctional. Okay, like I said, man, it's here. This could be a married couple. They're not really a couple. They're not really a 6 of Cups. They're doing it just for the boys, the followers. You could be watching Kevin Bacon, okay, or you could be called Kev or Bacon, but like or the police, Libra. But again here, so rock set. I don't know. Anyway, stop channeling. This is a dysfunctional family that no longer function as a 6 of Cups any longer. They trigger each other off to the max. They just blame each other all the time because of the past. It's just over. It's just a continuous slog to continue on doing this here, Aries, here. Like it's a chore. It comes across as like, it's fucking hard work, right? It's hard work keeping up this appearance that everything is just hunky and dory here. Love triangle. There you go. Where did this come up? In the Taurus reading. The person that was planning on getting out and moving. Okay, could be a family member. You have to watch the Taurus reading. Someone that's in a relationship. Someone that has something that's going really good for them. And they don't like it. The fact that the other person is. Okay. So it's creating drama. The fact that someone's trying to take someone away here. Or has done. The Chariot. The Chariot. Yeah, they're working on a relationship. This exact formation come up in the last reading, guys. An Aquarian or a Leo placement. Tarot card reader also. Could be a Piscean. Okay. In a relationship here. Planning on moving out, moving away here. From mothers, fathers, daughters, situations, negativity. Not participating in it anymore. Danielle. Okay. Not participating, moving, working on myself and my relationship, and planning on getting out of this hellhole here. And you may even say, what a relief here, because it will then allow you to work on yourself here. Because whilst you're trying to save this person like a Cape Crusader, trying to save this person from their mistakes, they may believe that they're not. That they're not actually making a mistake. They would need to learn whether they did or whether they didn't, but they don't believe that they are. They believe that they're within their right to do what they want, to work on what relationship they want, to work wherever they want, to do whatever they want. Okay, to work hard to strive to get what they want. So what they're doing is realizing that away from this circumstance altogether is going to be a new lease of life in the future. In the future that may present itself as where this dynamic will resolve itself by this person not being present. Okay. So if this is an ex or a husband or an ex, this person's slowly moving away to someone else here to feel happy and joyful because of the dynamics from here. Okay. Regardless of whether this person here likes it or not, this person feels that it's for the best for them here. That's what they feel, that it's for the best. Okay. I wish you the best and I wish you well and bon voyage. Where did that message come up from? Taurus reading. Right, Aries. Right, so let's see. Any other messages, please? I think let's wrap that up. I just think that your message is that someone is distancing themselves and slowly doing it, which means that you don't run from a feral cat. If a cat is feral, the last thing you do is prod it and poke it and tell it that you're about to fucking run by showing an action that you're doing so. You don't. You walk backwards very, very slowly. You strategically and plan moves away from things that are feral, aggressive. You don't tell them and inform them, you just do it, okay, slowly. So people, whether it be family or relationship or whichever way it is, people are planning to get the fuck out of Dodge. But not yet, but they are planning it. Okay, now, if you're a person that's watching that gets really fucking wound up by this person that may be their private life, that is what they're planning, and you're watching and you're about to Spanish Inquisition this person, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, because you'll make it worse. You will not make it better. You will make it worse. You'll push the person further, okay, to the limit. So if you are not in agreement with that, I definitely wouldn't question the person over it, okay? It's up to you, because it could be you that it's coming from that's really aggressive of this person choosing another path, okay? Let's see. So, Aries, it's just a word of advice, Aries, okay? Let's see, but I don't think it is coming from you. Let's see. I don't think it's even spoke of. I think it's just a plan that someone has here. Okay. But do not go to your partner and fucking say, are you planning on leaving me? Right, and start a really big argument. Right. You got to let things take its course, because it could be for the better. It could be for the better. Let's see. Aries. I am different now. I've changed. Thank you for leaving me, because that's what I'm planning on doing. And I know I made a mistake, and I pretend that I don't care. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit right there, bruv. Right, here. One more card for Aries, please. I wondered how far this would go before you came back and apologised. Here. Oh, it looks like some of you, or you may be questioned or questioning someone. Yeah. The apology. Yeah, the apology. It might be your children here. Well, let's take it. Well, no. Let's see. I am different now. Might be parents and children. I am different now. Capricorn. Capricorn or Gemini. Either way, this person is coming across like the devil, which means that they can be very foolly, okay? How would you also explain the devil? Everything that glitters and gold, okay, isn't what it is until you get in it, basically. So this person can appear up as an energy that is tricking you back into a toxic cycle again, okay? So, I am different now. Do you believe them? Okay. The devil. Show me what vibration this devil is giving off, please. What kind of energy is this devil giving off truly behind the devil? What is it that they're giving off? Is a Scorpio Life Path 4 Aries person. This person is kind of telling you that they've changed. He's coming across as if they've changed. So that's going to be down to you to play this out to see if they have, or you don't believe them at all. But they're saying that they are changed. Okay. Tell me more about this death card, about this change that they're coming up as. What is that truly like underneath? Libra, a 2. They're coming up as very dominant, very masculinely dominant. Okay, very, very much so. Because they've got 3 major arcana cards on their side that really isn't telling me too much. What is justice? They're saying they have. They're saying and feeling that they've changed, that the scenario has changed. Thank you for leaving me. The Star. It really could be because you're not kind of like engaging in this kind of scenario here. because your reading, actual reading itself, was showing you loads of fucking signs of non-engagement energy here. Thank you for leaving me for the future, leaving me alone. The Star. To do what I want to do, to be who I want to be, to progress further on in my life. Here. Thank you for leaving. Thank you for showing me the answer, spiritually and mentally and emotionally. I know I made a mistake, though. Now the Libra can't make a decision because they've already made one and now they haven't. It's kind of like they go back on their decision. They make one and then they go back on it. Well, unless it's I know I made the mistake that things were not fair, or that there was an affair, and that I need to come back and apologise for the affair that I had. Two of Pentacles is an Ace of Pentacles, because we've got children. And I know I made a mistake in the past, but I probably want to reconcile with a narcissistic behaviour. I pretended that I don't care. A 2 again. What? A Queen. Sagittarius. 5, life path 5. Taurus. Aries or Leo. Aquarius, you know. I pretended that I don't care. Why did they pretend that they didn't care? I don't know. It's kind of like this person is kind of coming up that they've made a decision that they've changed about another woman or a man. This could be a same-sex relationship. I realised that I am gay. I don't know. Just be very careful, man, because your fucking reading itself showed a hell of a lot of narcissism and gaslighting and fight or flight energy. And 2 can be a fight or flight energy. It can be someone that makes up their mind and they act like a Jekyll and Hyde. One minute they're all right, the next minute they're not all right. They can be very caring and loving and nurturing. The next minute they're very violent and aggressive. If they've got Sag in their chart also, or Taurus, or life path 5, like that's a Jekyll and Hyde. One minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm losing my temper. I wondered how far this would go. Before what? Yeah, 7 of Swords. Before I did the same thing. Before you came back. It's kind of like someone's pretense is, I wondered how long it would be before you came back and apologised for your behaviour of where you've been and what you've done. I wondered how far it would go before we got back together again. So you might want to. You might want this person back again. But the Life Path 7 Cancerian came up in the last reading where the 7 was a Chariot, which is a 7. And it was leaving to work on something. So I don't know. This person's pretense is coming across as, I am different now, I've changed. Thank you for leaving me and leaving me alone and giving me space and time to realise that I had made a mistake. I know now that I made a mistake and that I've now made my decision that I want to start moving forward. And I pretended that I don't care, but that could have been about another woman or a man. That I left you for another woman or a man and I made a mistake with this woman or this man and I made a mistake choosing the wrong one. And I chose the wrong one and now I need to come back and let you know that I chose the wrong partner. Now that's going to be down to you. Because that would be, well, I wondered how far that relationship that you went in would go with her or him. So it's kind of like someone left somebody for another person. They ran off with another woman, say. They ran off with another woman or a man. They made a mistake and they come back with their legs between the tail between their legs, saying, where you would say, this Cancerian energy here would say, I wondered how far long that would go before you came back to me with your fucking, you know, your dick between your legs, fucking saying that it didn't work out with this other woman. And now you want me back. So your overall message is to somebody here, are you forgiving of this person maybe leaving someone for another woman or a man and then coming back to you, apologising, saying I made a mistake with her and I now want to come back to you? Toward like a Libra person or towards a Libra person, but Life Path 2 energy. I made a mistake with the other woman and now I realise that my bread wasn't buttered and that she didn't make my fucking docky and that you do make my docky and fucking if you don't know what docky it is, it means that you're docked for your wages to have your lunch. So basically sometimes like your mother or your wife get up in the morning and make your lunch for your lunchtime or tea. in Britain, that's pretty much what a wife or someone that you live with does. They get up and they make your lunch for when you go into the office or whatever you do, right, here. So, docky. Because in the olden days, you would be docked your wages and you wouldn't get it for free. If you was to have a break, they would dock your wages. So we call it docky. But yeah, you know, I realised that my bread wasn't buttered by shit mouth and that you did do all that sort of stuff for me, and you did look after me, and you did do this as a mother or a father or a husband or a wife, and you did look after me, and she doesn't. So, yeah, I come back with maybe an STD, so be very careful, okay? Because that STD card or that rash or that sexually transmitted disease did come back. You know, that disease can also be bullshit, lies, and also, you know, everything else. Karma spreads quicker than anything else. So there's bullshit and lies. So it's up to you. Do you believe this person when they come back? Okay, with their tail between their legs, wanting back in, you know. I realised that it didn't work with the other woman, and I need to come back to you to say that it didn't work. Okay? So, could be that. Okay, so that's what you got, guys. Thanks very much, Aries. Really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for your other readings, and then also your reading that will come out over on YouTube, because then you'll have other messages as well to go off, but they won't be clarified like they are on here. Okay? So hopefully you like this format, and I can continue to do this next week, because I think some of you are liking this format instead of just a general boring kind of fucking rider-waite that tells you pretty much everything anyway. So, okay, all right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.